Robert Keith Bobby McFerrin, Jr. is an American vocalist and conductor. He is best known for his 1988 hit song Don't Worry, Be Happy. He is a 10-time Grammy Award winner. He is known for his unique vocal techniques, including giving the illusion of polyphony by singing an accompaniment alongside the melody, making use of percussive effects and making large jumps in pitch. As well as improvising much of his performed music, including melody, chords and sounds in a form of scat singing. He is also known for having performed and recorded regularly as an unaccompanied solo vocal artist. He has frequently collaborated with other artists, from both the jazz and classical scenes. Life: McFerrin was born in Manhattan, New York City, the son of operatic baritone Robert McFerrin and singer Sarah Cooper. He attended Cathedral High School in the California State University, Sacramento. McFerrin married Debbie Green in 1975. They have 3 children, Taylor, Jevon, and Madison. Madison sings in the band Cosmodrome, and joined Bobby McFerrin as a vocalist on his 2013 Spiritual tour. McFerrin's song Don't Worry, Be Happy was a #1 U.S. pop hit in 1988 and won Song of the Year and Record of the Year honors. McFerrin has also worked in collaboration with instrumental performers, including pianists Chick Corea, Herbie Hancock, and Joe Zawinul, drummer Tony Williams, and cellist Yo-Yo Ma. Vocal technique: as a vocalist, McFerrin often switches rapidly between modal and falsetto registers to create polyphonic effects, performing both the main melody and the accompanying parts of songs. He makes use of percussive effects created both with his mouth and by tapping on his chest. McFerrin is also capable of multiphonic singing. A document of McFerrin's approach to singing is his 1984 album The Voice, the first solo vocal jazz album recorded with no accompaniment or overdubbing. Career: McFerrin's first recorded work, the self-titled album Bobby McFerrin, was not produced until 1982, when McFerrin was already 32 years old. Before that, he had spent 6 years developing his musical style, the first 2 years of which he attempted not to listen to other singers at all, in order to avoid sounding like them. He was influenced by Keith Jarrett, who had achieved great success with a series of improvised piano concerts, and wanted to attempt something similar vocally. In 1986, McFerrin was the voice of Santa Bear in Santa Bear's First Christmas, and in 1987 he was the voice of Santa Bear Bully Bear in the sequel Santa Bear's High-Flying Adventure. That same year, he performed the theme song for the opening credits of Season 4 of The Cosby Show, as well as the music for a Cadbury chocolate commercial. In 1988, McFerrin recorded the song Don't Worry, Be Happy, which became a hit and brought him widespread recognition across the world. The song's success ended McFerrin's musical life as he had known it, and he began to pursue other musical possibilities on stage and in recording studios. The song was used in George H. W. Bush's 1988 U.S. presidential election as Bush's 1988 official presidential campaign song, without Bobby McFerrin's permission or endorsement. In reaction, Bobby McFerrin publicly protested that particular use of his song, including stating that he was going to vote against Bush, and completely dropped the song from his own performance repertoire, to make the point even clearer. At that time, he performed on the PBS TV special Sing Out America with Judy Collins. McFerrin sang a Wizard of Oz medley during the television special. In 1989, he composed and performed the music for the Pixar short film Knick Knack. The rough cut to which McFerrin recorded his vocals had the words blah 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 in place of the end credits. McFerrin spontaneously decided to sing blah 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 as lyrics, and the final version of the short film includes these lyrics during the end credits. Also in 1989, he formed a 10-person voiceorchestra, which he featured on both his 1990 album Medicine Music and in the score to the 1989 Oscar-winning documentary Common Threads, Stories from the Quilt. The song Common Threads has frequently reappeared in some public service advertisements about AIDS. McFerrin also performed with the Vocal Summit. As early as 1992, widespread rumors circulated that falsely claimed McFerrin committed suicide. The rumors intentionally made fun of the distinctly positive nature of his popular song Don't Worry, Be Happy by claiming McFerrin ironically took his own life. In 1993, McFerrin sang Henry Mancini's Pink Panther theme for the movie Son of the Pink Panther. In addition to his vocal performing career, in 1994, Mr. McFerrin was appointed as creative chair of the St. Paul Chamber Orchestra. He makes regular tours as a guest conductor for symphony orchestras throughout the United States and Canada, including the San Francisco Symphony, the New York Philharmonic, the Chicago Symphony Orchestra, the Cleveland Orchestra, the Detroit Symphony Orchestra, the Israel Philharmonic Orchestra, the Philadelphia Orchestra, the Los Angeles Philharmonic, the London Philharmonic, the Vienna Philharmonic and many others. In McFerrin's concert appearances, he combines serious conducting of classical pieces with his own unique vocal improvisations, often with participation from the audience and the orchestra. For example, the concerts often end with McFerrin conducting the orchestra in an a cappella rendition of the William Tell Overture, in which the orchestra members sing their musical parts in McFerrin's vocal style instead of playing their parts on their instruments. For a few years in the late 1990s, he toured a concert version of Porgy and Bess, partly in honor of his father, who sang the role for Sidney Poitier in the 1959 film version, and partly to preserve the score's jazziness in the face of largely white orchestras, who tend not to play around the bar lines, to stretch and bend. McFerrin says that because of his father's work in the movie, this music has been in my body for 40 years, probably longer than any other music. McFerrin also participates in various music education programs and makes volunteer appearances as a guest music teacher and lecturer at public schools throughout the U.S. McFerrin has collaborated with his son, Taylor, on various musical ventures. Taylor has recently been singing, rapping, and playing minimal keyboard accompaniment with Vernon Reid in the eclectic metal fusion funk group Yehim Brothers. In 2009, McFerrin and musician-scientist Daniel Levitin served as co-hosts of The Music Instinct, a 2-hour award-winning documentary produced by PBS and based on Levitin's best-selling book This Is Your Brain on Music. Later that year, the two appeared together on a panel at the World Science Festival, where McFerrin demonstrated audience participation with the ubiquitous nature of human understanding of the pentatonic scale by singing and dancing, and having the audience sing while following his movements. El Bandito Dios, as leader, Bobby McFerrin, The Voice, Spontaneous Inventions, Elephant's Child, Simple Pleasures, Bobby's Thing, How the Rhino Got His Skin/How the Camel Got His Hump, Medicine Music, Play, with Chick Corea, Hush, with Yo-Yo Ma, Many Faces of Bird, the Siamese Cat song on Simply Mad About the Mouse, Somewhere Over the Rainbow, Sorrow Is Not Forever, Paper Music, Bang! Zoom, The Mozart Sessions, with Chick Corea, Circly Songs, Beyond Words featuring Chick Corea, Ciro Baptista, Richard Bona and Omar Hakim, Concert Far 1/4 Europa The Paragraph NBA UNN Concert, Live in Montreal, Vocabularies, Spirit You All, Compilations, Don't Worry, Be Happy, Mouth Music, As Sideman, Pharoah Sanders, Journey to the One, 1980, Grover Washington, Jr., The Best Is Yet to Come, 1982, Various Artists, The Young Lions, 1983, Charles Lloyd Quartet, A Night in Copenhagen, Various Artists, A Tribute to Thelonious Monk, 1984, Chico Freeman, Tangents, 1984. Michael Hedges, Watching My Life Go By, 1985, The Manhattan Transfer, Vocalist, 1985, Weather Report, Sport in Life, 1985, Joe Zawinul, Die Eurocent or Eurocent Lects, 1986, Herbie Hancock, Round Midnight, 1986, W. A. Matthew, Available Light, 1987, Al Jarreau, Heart Euro Unregistered Trademark S. Horizon, 1988, Quincy Jones, Back on the Block, 1989, Laurie Anderson, Strange Angels, 1989 Gallons Costa, The Laziest Gal in Town, 1991, Dizzy Gillespie, Bird Songs, The Final Recordings, To Bird with Love, Modern Jazz Quartet, MJQ and Friends, a 40th Anniversary Celebration, Jack DeJohnette, Extra Special Edition, Yellowjackets, Dreamland, 1995, George Martin, In My Life, 1998 on Come Together with Robin Williams, En Vogue, Masterpiece Theatre, 2000, Bar Copyright La Fleck and the Flecktones, Little Worlds, 2003, Chick Corea, Rendezvous in New York, 2003, Wynton Marsalis, The Magic Hour, 2004, Grammys. McFerrin has won 10 Grammy Awards, ranging from the 28th ceremony for releases from 1985, and the 35th ceremony for releases from 1993, and has won a record total of 4 awards for Best Jazz Vocal Performance, Male, surpassing Harry Connick, Jr. who has since won this accolade twice. 1985, Best Jazz Vocal Performance, Male for Another Night in Tunisia with Jon Hendricks from the album Vocalist. 1985, Best Vocal Arrangement for 2 or More Voices, Another Night in Tunisia with Cheryl Benton. 1986, Best Jazz Vocal Performance, Male, Round Midnight in the soundtrack album Round Midnight. 1987, Best Jazz Vocal Performance, Male, What Is This Thing Called Love in the album The Other Side of Round Midnight with Herbie Hancock. 1987, Best Recording for Children, The Elephant's Child with Jack Nicholson. 1988, Song of the Year. Don't Worry, Be Happy in the album Simple Pleasures. 1988, Record of the Year, Don't Worry, Be Happy in the album Simple Pleasures. 1988, Best Pop Vocal Performance, Male, Don't Worry, Be Happy in the album Simple Pleasures. 1988, Best Jazz Vocal Album, Brothers in the album Duets by Rob Wasserman. 1992, Best Jazz Vocal Performance, Round Midnight from the album Play. References. External links, Bobby McFerrin, Bach and Friends documentary.